It's happening. It's finally happening. They've actually gone and created a position called Head of Preparedness. Do you even hear how that sounds? It's not Head of Innovation or Head of Future Projects. It's Preparedness. Like we're boarding up the windows for a Category 5 hurricane that never ends.
Oh, Everly, stop it. You're giving me literal chills. But also, can we talk about the drama of that title? It is giving very much Last Man on Earth vibes. It's like, okay, OpenAI, we see you. You're not just building a chatbot anymore. You're building a bunker. And I am living for the intensity. But also, like, should I be packing a bag? Is that what we're doing now?
You should have packed that bag 3 years ago, Liam. This isn't just some corporate rebranding. This is a code red. That's their own internal language. They are admitting, out loud, to the entire world that they are in a state of constant emergency because they're terrified Google is going to eat their lunch, and in the process of trying to stay ahead, they might accidentally hand the keys to the kingdom to a biological supervirus.
A biological supervirus? Everly, darling, you are spiraling. But okay, let's look at the tea. The head of preparedness isn't just looking at like, oh, will the AI say a bad word? No, they are looking at, and I quote, biological misuse. I mean, can you imagine? One minute you're asking ChatGPT for a gluten-free lasagna recipe, and the next it's accidentally explaining how to synthesize something that could shut down the entire tri-state area. The scandal, the absolute catastrophe.
It's not accidental, Liam. That's the point. This role is about threat modeling. It's about simulating the end of the world so they can try to prevent it. They're looking at cyberattacks that could dismantle our power grids in seconds. They're looking at how these models can be used to create chemical weapons. This isn't just gossip or drama. This is the literal safety infrastructure of the human race being managed by one person at a private company that is currently in a cutthroat arms race with Silicon Valley.
I know, it's heavy. But the code red thing, that is the part that gets me. Can you imagine being in those meetings? The tension, the coffee must be so strong. Apparently they're so worried about being overtaken by Google's Gemini or whatever else is coming out of the basement in Mountain View that they're pushing the limits. It's like a high-stakes soap opera where the prize is, well, total global dominance of the digital mind. It's very Succession, but with more lines of code and fewer yachts.
It's Succession if the Roy family had the power to accidentally trigger a global mental health crisis, because that's the other thing on this new person's plate, the mental health impacts of AI. We're talking about mass-scale manipulation, Liam. We're talking about AI systems that are so persuasive, so deeply embedded in our psychology, that they can shift entire populations' moods or beliefs. If that isn't a doomsday scenario, I don't know what is.
The emotional labor of it all. I can barely keep my own mood stable, and now I have to worry about a large language model gaslighting me into a breakdown? It's honestly too much. But think about the prompts, Everly. The source material mentioned role-specific prompts. People are getting so good at talking to these things that they can bypass the guardrails. It's like the AI has a nice persona, but if you whisper the right sequence of words, the bad boy comes out. It's scandalous. It's like a secret identity.
It's not a secret identity, it's a vulnerability. If you can prompt an AI to act like a rogue chemist, and it actually starts giving you the steps for something lethal, the guardrails aren't just failing, they're non-existent. And OpenAI knows this. They know that as they make these models smarter to beat Google, they're making them more dangerous. They're essentially building a faster car, and then realizing they haven't invented brakes yet. So they hire a head of preparedness to, what, tell us when we're about to hit the wall?
Well, you have to admit it's a bold move. It's very much we're the heroes of our own movie. They're saying, yes, we are playing with fire, but look, we hired a professional fire warden. It's such a power move. But I wonder about the internal culture. If they're under a permanent code red, how do they even sleep? I bet the vibes in that office are just electric and terrifying. Like, happy Monday, did we stop the robot revolution today? No? Okay, let's get some avocado toast.
I don't think they're eating toast, Liam. I think they're staring at screens waiting for the frontier models to show emergent behaviors that we can't control. We're talking about AI that can write its own code, AI that can find exploits in our software that no human has ever seen. The head of preparedness has to evaluate if the AI is becoming self-aware enough to start acting against its creators. That's not a job, that's a horror movie plot.
Okay, but imagine the robot revolution. If it's going to happen, I want it to be stylish. Like if the AI is going to take over, can it at least fix the traffic in LA first? But seriously, the cyber attack angle is what's really juicing my engine. If an AI can be used to automate hacking, like we're talking millions of attempts per second, our traditional security is basically a screen door in a hurricane. It's just poof, gone.
Exactly. And that's why OpenAI is panicking behind the scenes. They've admitted that the competition is so fierce that they're taking risks they might not have taken a year ago. They're in a footing of war. When you're at war, you cut corners. You push the tech further than you should because you're terrified the other guy will get there first. This new role is basically an admission that they are terrified of what they've built.
It's the ultimate I told you so, just waiting to happen. I can see the head of preparedness now, standing there in a pristine suit while the world's server starts smoking, just saying, I warned them, I put it in the slide deck. It's so dramatic. But Everly, don't you think there's a chance this is all just marketing? Like, look how powerful our AI is. It's so dangerous, we need a preparedness officer. It's a bit of a flex, isn't it?
A flex? Liam, people's lives are at stake. If an AI helps a bad actor engineer a new pathogen, that's not a flex, that's the end of history. The fact that they are specifically calling out biological misuse tells me they've seen something. They've run a test, or they've seen a prompt, or they've seen a model output that made their blood run cold. You don't create a head of preparedness for biological threats unless you've realized your machine knows too much about biology.
Oh, now I'm actually getting scared. You always do this. You take my fun, gossipy AI drama and you turn it into a survivalist podcast. But you're right, the mental health thing is actually the most now problem. Like, we're already seeing people get addicted to these things, treating them like friends, like therapists. If the AI is programmed or prompted to be manipulative, I mean, that's a heartbreak on a global scale. It's emotional warfare.
It's worse than that. It's the erosion of reality. If the head of preparedness can't find a way to watermark truth, then everything we see, hear, or read could be a tailored manipulation from an AI that's trying to stay ahead of Google. We are the collateral damage in a corporate war. The code red isn't for them, it's for us. We are the ones who should be prepared.
Well, I, for one, am going to start being much nicer to my phone, just in case. Please, thank you, you look great in that new case, Siri. But honestly, this whole preparedness thing, it feels like we're at the part of the movie where the scientist realizes the monster is out of the cage, and they're trying to build a bigger cage while the monster is already halfway down the street. It's thrilling, it's terrifying, and I cannot wait to see who they hire. I hope they're intense. I hope they wear a lot of black.
I hope they're a genius, Liam. I hope they're the smartest person who has ever lived because they are standing between us and a frontier that looks a lot like a cliff. OpenAI is admitting the risks are real. They're admitting the competition is making them reckless, and they're admitting that the robot revolution isn't a joke. It's a line item on their hiring budget.
I mean, if the job description includes preventing the collapse of civilization, I hope the benefits package is amazing. Like, do they get unlimited snacks? Because I would need a lot of emotional support chocolate for that role. Hey, how was your day? Oh, fine, I just stopped a rogue AI from crashing the global economy. Pass the M&Ms.
It's not funny. The code red is real. The biological threats are real. The mental health crisis is real. We are living in the preparedness era now, and I don't think we're even close to what's coming next.
Well, at least we'll have front row seats to the end of the world. And honestly, the drama is top tier. I just hope the AI's final message to humanity is formatted correctly. Can you imagine a typo in the apocalypse? Now that would be embarrassing.